welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Malaysia, and this channel is here to help you to believe, build, and achieve the life you want. And for today's video, I want to chat about and share with you 3 ways to stimulate change to create the life that you want. Because sometimes you need a little push to get you on the right track. So let's get into it. If the life that you want for yourself isn't normal, if the goals that you have for yourself are really big to the average person, and you find yourself even questioning if you can do it, it's really important to take the effort to find people who have reached the goals that you want to reach. Whether it's reaching out to a mentor or a coach who's gotten those results and can teach you, or just simply finding a community of people who are on the same track, finding creators who create content emulating the life that you want and watching them. Most of them will have content sharing how they got to that point. I personally follow most people on YouTube. I love watching empowered women, and through watching a ton of empowered women living their best life, it normalizes it for me. You know, it's not so out of the ordinary. It's not so out of reach when you're actually seeing it every day being done by multiple different people. Normalization of what you want is key, because if it's not normalized, it's going to take a lot of effort for you to believe it's possible. If you're starting from ground zero, there's tons of content creators who've started from ground zero too, and they teach you exactly how they got to the top. I've watched some creators who have helped me to change my dating life positively. I watched some content creators who've helped me to change my life financially. I watch some content creators who've helped me to push past my limitations and challenge myself creatively. I watch content creators who empower me to be the best version of myself, and I make sure to give myself that, what I like to call, daily dose every single day. Whether it's a content creator that I'm watching, a podcast that uplifts me and gives me a boost of motivation, or just like a self-development book or Audible. Anything that normalizes the success I want for myself, anything that normalizes the success that you want for yourself is a must. It can't be foreign. You have to believe it's possible for yourself. The more you see it, the more you believe it. Another way to stimulate change to create the life you want is to question things. There's a lot of things that we're conditioned to believe, and there's a lot of things we're indoctrinated to believe. There's a lot of things pushed in the media. There's a lot of things that are normalized that should not be normalized. There's a lot of things that are hated that, if you look deeper into those things that are hated, everything has a spectrum of good and bad. And it's important to question things, because through questioning things, you can truly understand what's for you and what's not for you. That doesn't need to make sense for other people. Your path is your path, and questioning things helps you to create your own path that leads you to your most aligned destination, which might not look like other people's aligned destination. It took me questioning things to leave my 9 to 5. If it wasn't for me questioning things, I'd still be there. You know, when I woke up and I didn't feel like going every single day, I started to question, like, what the can I do to get out of this? You know, a lot of things that are normalized and expected of you, if you just sat back and asked yourself, says who? Who? It makes you sit back and wonder, you know, like, doing this will open your eyes to not only your own self-limiting beliefs, but self-limiting beliefs that collectively a lot of people carry that don't have to be accepted and entertained once you question them. You may seem mad, you may seem crazy at first. People think you're wild for questioning the unquestionable, but everything doesn't work for everyone. So, trying to fit a box that everyone else can fit, when you're a sphere, when you're multi-dimensional to where you don't fit into anything, sometimes you just gotta create your own direction that works for you. Another thing that will stimulate change for you to create the life you want is reflecting. Through reflecting, you evolve. Through reflecting, you become aware of problems so then you can resolve them. Through reflecting, you can release emotions that you may be carrying a lot longer than you have to be. Through reflecting, you can release burdens and heal wounds that you probably don't even realize are there. Whenever I'm having a bad day, or whenever I'm just like feeling down or just not myself, I always sit back and reflect. And most cases, I'll end up finding out something that I was feeling that I didn't even realize until I started writing it down. And you can alchemize your pain. You can alchemize whatever's bothering you, whatever's got you boggled, into something beautiful. Sometimes we don't realize how we're talking to ourselves, and through reflecting, a lot of the times I'll realize that I'm talking to myself in a negative way, and I'll have to often check myself, like, hey, let's be positive. Let's say 11 things we're grateful for. Let's think of like 8 things we're excited about this month. Let's go over like 3 things that we've accomplished so far this week, instead of focusing on what I didn't get done this week, everything that I need to do this month, everything that I need to do this year, everything that I suck at let's focus on what I'm great at. Let's calm down. Let's talk to ourselves like we talk to our loved ones, you know? And most times that's not the automatic way that we talk to ourselves. And sometimes when reflecting, you'll realize I am the problem. And through pushing the ego aside and admitting when you are the problem and there's work that needs to be done with you, that's where you evolve into something better. That's how positive change happens. You can't change into better if you're not willing to accept the worst parts of you, the flaws you have that need some fixing. Let's stop hyping up being toxic. Let's stop hyping up being a hot mess. Let's stop trying to make procrastinating cute. It's not. What's freaking drop dead gorgeous is looking inward to see why you're procrastinating, looking inward to see why you're toxic, looking back at what in your childhood led to you believing that this is the way to love, questioning why do I want this person who doesn't treat me the way I want to be treated? Why am I attracted to people who hurt me? You know, sometimes when you reflect, you might not get the answer right away, and inner work could take years, but it's worth it. And the best inner work happens through reflection. And the last thing that I'm sharing in this video to stimulate change, to create the life you want, is to learn. None of us know it all. And there's so much in this world to learn. And the more you know, the more further you can get in life. Not only that, but it makes life easier for you. And I know we all have things to do. We all have a life. We all have jobs to work. But I challenge you to take an hour aside at least once a week to learn something that you've always wanted to learn. Something that can improve the quality of your life. Whether that's a recipe you've always wanted to try, or how to do your makeup, or how to plant, how to garden, how to do your own nails, how to manifest, how to market, how to start that business you've always wanted to start. Take at least an hour a week. For me personally, right now I'm learning about herbs and plants and crystals and beauty and myself. And pretty soon I want to learn how to produce my own music, because I think what's getting in the way of me releasing my own music is feeling like it won't be done right, because the perfectionist in me just wants to have the full control over how it comes out. My dad's a DJ and a rapper, so you know, I got myself a little free mentor when I'm ready. And I also want to learn ads. I feel like that's something that could really boost my what I do. So that's something in the near future I'll be learning as well. And with every route you can take with learning, none of it will work without action. No coach, no mentor, no course, no amount of research or knowledge can get you anywhere without action. So while learning, be ready to get a little uncomfortable and try things you've never tried before, because most times that's what it takes to learn something new and to step into a new life, the life that you want. I'll see you in the next video.